Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away. And today's starting pitcher, Bryce Elder. What's the scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to get underway. And here's the rookie center fielder, A.J. Ewing. Pitch misses inside. And that's how this game gets started. Next offering is down low. And that's outside. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 0-1. Kicks and deals.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The next offering misses. And a count 1-2. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Got it by him for the K.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Ewing leads off first with 1 away. Pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
At the belt and fires. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's the right fielder, Carson Bench. Move to first. Ewing dives back in safely. And there's the strike. Kicks and fires. Good eye right there. And the righty deals. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. That one the other way. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but 2 runners in scoring position. So they'd love another base hit right here.
So up next for New York, Jared Young. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And a pitch.
No, that's the ball.
Second and third, 2 down. And a base hit on a line. In there safely. And it's 1-0. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 1 and the Braves 0. Welcome back. Towing the slab in today's game, Christian Scott.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
The 1-0. Just missed. That catches the corner. That one ripped. Bench. Going back. Back some more. And caught on the warning track. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Matt Olson up to the plate. First offering misses the mark.
Matt Olson, he's one of those guys with light tower power from the left side. You know, reached 100 career home runs in less than 400 games played.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Two balls, no strikes to count. Yeah, you know, Chris, only 10 other players have ever accomplished that milestone so quickly, and I am not going to list them right now. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. And that one is lifted in the air. Young gets under it. 2 down. Michael Harris next up for the Braves. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Left-hand batter waits.
Ball
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up.
And fouled off. Next pitch off the plate. Now 3-1. Ozzie Albies next to bat for the Braves. Hammer, base hit. Acuna around third. To the plate, save. It's 1-1. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. There's a strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Tied up here in the early going. Pickoff throw, and he's back in there. One-two, bottom of the first. The pitch. And down on strikes. Out number 3. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark. Now it's Marcus Semien. Elder back to work. And that's in for a strike. The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And the batter now, Brett Beatty. And that's in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Throw on to Olsen. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And next for the Mets, number 16. Ball 1, no strikes. On the ground to third. Sneaks through, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And here's the rookie catcher, Francisco Alvarez. That misses the zone. Ball one. And here it comes. That one to first. That's a hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couple of singles back to back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's the Mets leadoff man, A.J. Ewing. And first offering is fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Strike 2.
That was the emergency hack right there.
Next one off the plate inside. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knee. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now in for the Braves, Mauricio Dubon. The pitch. There's a strike. And that's through there for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, Austin Riley is one of those guys that has a lot of barrels, usually amongst the tops in the league in average exit velocity year in and year out.
And a foul ball. And the 0-2. That's down and in. The 1-2. Base knock center field. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Lindor with a relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
One down. Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And the pitch. And that's in the dirt.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Runner on at third, one gone. The next pitch misses. 3-2 down.
That's a really good take.
And a pitch. On the ground to third. Bichette whips it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
So here's Murphy now. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. And a ball evens the count. 2-2. Started to swing, held up.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. Was never even close.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's back there. Oh! Sean Murphy circles the bases. And they add a run. It's 3-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Drake Baldwin digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets 1. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Francisco Lindor. And takes low for ball 1.
Well, team back in there to swing the bats.
Next pitch misses inside. And now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
That one ripped left field. Dubon going back on this one. Stretches out and holds it in.
I tell you what, this is a really cool feeling when you can make that kind of catch over the shoulder. Doesn't happen very often. It's not easy, but he made it look easy right there. Nice job.
And stepping in for New York, Bo Bichette. That one misses, and that's ball one. Bichette, a former All-Star, hitting third in the lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. The 1-0. That one drifts inside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That's hard hit on the line. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a double.
He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Carson Bench. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Righty delivers. Now 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Man at second. Good eye in that spot.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The 2-1. That one at the knees for a strike. Line drive, and that's just foul.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
The 2-2. Up the middle. On the run, sent it over to first. Two gone.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So up next for New York, Jared Young. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Ball one, no strikes. Bichette on third with 2 out. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 1-1. And he deals. This to third. Riley fires to first. And that'll do it. Mets leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Bottom of the inning, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Scott back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
So, Boog, you're the fashion police. What do you got on Ronald Acuna and the way that he accessorizes the uni?
Oh, Siggy, I dig it. The Braves base colors red and blue, but he adds the yellow. It kind of represents the Venezuelan flag, the country that he hails from. And there's a foul ball. The wind to kick the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one's gone. A solo shot. And they add a run. It's 4-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering misses. 2-0. Scott, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Alvarez takes it in for the out. 1 away.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Digging in, Michael Harris.
Ball 1.
First offering misses the mark. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman,
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. In the air out to center. Ewing drifts towards it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back. On to the 4th. And stepping in for New York, Marcus Semien. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
On the ground. To first, leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Brett Beatty, the next to hit. Check swing, went around. 0-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
One down, base is empty. Oh, and 2 now. Ground ball up the middle. Gathers and throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now back, number 16.
And here's the first baseman, number 16. Chopper right side. Over to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Down in order go the Mets. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back at Truist Park, here's Mauricio Dubon. The wind and the pitch. That's outside. Ball 1. And another ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Off the mark there. 3 balls, no strikes. And a 4-pitch walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Next to hit, Austin Riley. Late swing, fouled off. Austin Riley, a guy that's turned into one of the young stars in the National League. Chris, he's got big-time power. Dubon on at first, nobody out.
He's got power, and he's also been able to develop the glove defensively. Another guy that Ron Washington's helped go to the next level. Now he doesn't have to worry about making mistakes defensively, and he can have better at-bats because of it.
And it's even up.
That's the ball.
On the ground to short, could be 2. On to Simeon. On to first, double play. Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
Called strike right there.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That's a foul ball.
The pitch. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. And that is gone. He sends a rocket to left. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Sean Murphy. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Bounce to third. Bichette whips it to first. And that ends the inning. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a ball popped up. That one gets down for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Now at the plate, A.J. Ewing. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Nobody out. Runner at first. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Hit on the ground, might be 2. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
That's in there. That's strike 1. First and second here, no outs. Next offering is downstairs. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning and off to a shaky start. The 1-2. Got him. 1 away.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 1 for 2. And now the 0-1. And there's a ball. Alvarez, the lead runner, out at second. Ewing at first. 1 gone. And misses inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Righty to the plate. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Stays alive.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Caught him looking for the K. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carson Bench. That one finds the corner, and that is strike 1. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. That's a strike. 0-2.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Kicks and deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Next offering is outside. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2.
The 2-2. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 5-1. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Sean Manaea.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the DH, Drake Baldwin. And takes low for ball 1.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And the 1-0. Outside corner, there's a strike.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Acuna punches one foul right side. Struck him out looking.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here is Matt Olson. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And now the count is even.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Line drive, base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Harris in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. To third. That is the inning. They're up 5-1. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Jared Young. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. Young measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he was born in Canada. The 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Dodd getting cranked up as well. The 0-2. Ball 1 there. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here is Marcus Semien. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Liner snagged it first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. That's in there. Strike 1. Beatty, 23 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2019. And the 0-1. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets. Back here in Atlanta, well, we go bottom 6. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That's a strike. Ozzie Albies a young guy that's putting together an impressive resume. Already 2 times an All-Star, twice he's won the Silver Slugger, and he's one of the smallest players in the league. Kicks and fires. That misses, and 1-1.
Yeah, but he packs a lot of punch in that bat, especially from the right side. This is a guy that had 4 Grand Slams before his 23rd birthday.
The only other players with 4 Grand Slams before their 23rd birthday, Ken Griffey Jr., Eddie Matthews, Ted Williams, and Giancarlo Stanton. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts the bottom of the 6th with a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Smoked in the left, base hit. And they get it in quickly. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Down the third baseman, Austin Riley. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. No outs. Runners at 1st and 3rd. Fought off foul. Next offering upstairs.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
1-2 now. And down on strikes. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Well, they clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
And here is Ha-Sung Kim. Oh, 1 down. And that one off the outside edge. Up the middle. The flip to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Mets 1. Ronaldo Lopez gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, number 16. The pitch. And ball 1. The 1-0. And there's the strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Goes down looking. Francisco Alvarez will hit next. That one's in there. Strike one. Right-handed reliever. Late that time, and it's strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now the center fielder, A.J. Ewing. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one missed. That hits the dirt, and the count is 3-1. Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. 3-1 is on the way. And that one fouled off. And a payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Left-hand hitter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here comes a pitch. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dubon under it. And that will end the inning. Mets strand one. They're down here 5-1. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Luke Weaver getting loose out there. The wind of the pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Gone. A shot to the opposite field. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Baldwin stands in now and watches strike one. Yoan started to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he held up. 1-1 now. Swing and a pop-up. Lindor makes the catch, and there's one gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Acuna now. He's already homered in this game. Swings through that one. 0-1. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 1 for 3. Snap throw to first. Acuna back easily.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
On the ground, could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Dylan Lee gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Bo Bichette now at the plate. And the pitch. And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Carson Bench. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And a pitch. Good eye right there. On the ground to third. Throw on to Olson. And a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And next for the Mets, Jared Young. And that's in there for strike 1. And that one fouled off. Next pitch in the dirt. Now 1-2. Two outs.
2-2.
Out there to center. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it. And that is that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it 6-1. And welcome back. Bottom of the 8th. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Michael Harris. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And here it comes.
Ball, go.
Fly ball down the line. And it drops in. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Albies. First offering misses the mark. The wind of the pitch. And a good eye there. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 gone, runner at first. And next for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. That's in for a strike. Albies at first, 1 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Next one misses. 1-2 to count. Got him swinging. A new pitcher in the game, Luke Weaver.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Man at first, now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. First offering, and it just misses. The pitch. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That clips the corner. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back at Truist Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. The pitch. And that's in there at the knees. Lee, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And a pitch. The other way, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw into second easily with a leadoff double.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So now here's the Mets DH, Brett Beatty.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
At the belt and fires. And that's a little bit high. Not close with that one. 3 balls, no strikes. There's a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And he walked him. Number 16 up now for the Mets. That one misses. 1-0. Good eye right there. No outs, runners at first and second. Next pitch misses, and it's 3-0.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
The pitch. And now it's filled up.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got it by him for the K. Two on with 1 out. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out. Runners at first and second. Next pitch is downstairs. Sliced hard but foul. Two and one now, 2 aboard.
3-1.
And it's fouled away. And now the lefty inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Now we see Raisel Iglesias out of the bullpen.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Ewing now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. one gets a check swing. Appeal to third. Didn't go. Simeon, the runner at third. Baden over at second. Alvarez over at first with one away. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. And the right-hander deals. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Olsen settles under it. The 1-2. Ground ball right side, could be two. He flips it to second in time. The double play ends it right here. 6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.